Hello everyone, this video is about a saying of Vivekananda, which is one of the things which I talked about in the previous video. Actually, there is a lot of content behind this saying to express. I wanted to add more to it. So let's look at it once again and let's read it together and think about it. Men doesn't travel from untruth to truth, but from lesser truth to a higher truth, said by Swami Vivekananda. Men doesn't travel from untruth to truth, but from a lesser truth to a higher truth. I'll try to relate this to different kind of contexts and perceptions in our life. And I'll also mention the context in which Vivekananda said this. Let's look at it uh, with this simple example which can explain about this business of lesser truth and higher truth. For example, in school, when we are in first or second standard of school, we'll be taught that sun rises in the east, and teacher makes us repeat the same thing after her many times. After a couple of years, the same teacher says, sun doesn't rise or set, it is that earth revolves around the sun, isn't it? We can't blame the teacher for this. And also, what teacher taught earlier was not a false statement. What we have been taught earlier and now both are truths, none of them is false. The only difference is one is a lesser truth and one is a higher truth. That's it. Let's look at the same thing in a bigger context. In science, with respect to gravity, who talked about gravity for the first time? Yes, Newton, of course. What did he say about gravity? He explained gravity as the attraction between two bodies. And after some time, Einstein came saying gravity is not because of the mass of the bodies, but it is the bending of space-time. If you don't know what is space-time, we can talk about it later or you can just Google it. For time being, just understand that Einstein changed the whole picture of gravity which was proposed by Newton. Not only gravity, almost all the concepts of physics go upside down if quantum physics comes into picture. Not only in physics, there are different concepts in different fields like engineering, business, humanities, etc., where first we are taught something and in later stages it is further improvised, isn't it? The point which we are trying to connect this story to our topic is all of these learnings are true, none of them is false, but the only difference is one is a lesser truth and one is a higher truth. That's it. The actual context in which Vivekananda talked about lesser and higher truth is when he was talking about religions and religious practices during the Parliament of Religions in 1893 at Chicago. Vivekananda, as being a representative of Hinduism there in the Parliament, he talked about Hinduism saying, in Hindu religion there is an initial stage where people worship the divine through a mental image like any symbol or any idol. And progressively, they move towards a process of self realization where they no more need any idol to worship. Unfortunately, the present Hindus, almost all of them, stuck with the idol worship and they are quite unaware of the next stage of worship that's causing a lot of confusion in them. So, here, idol worship is not false, it is a lesser truth, and there is something higher we all must know about. That's what is said by Vivekananda. Let's look at it in another perspective, in ethics. If we define ethics in simple terms, it is nothing but having a bigger objective in our mind than our self-benefit. For example, if we place the welfare of an organization ahead of our benefit, then it is being ethical professionally. If we consider the welfare of society ahead of our benefit, then it becomes social responsibility. If we consider the welfare of country ahead of our welfare, then it becomes patriotism, isn't it? To be considered ethical between the benefit of you and your family, what should you choose? You should choose your family, right? Between welfare of family and welfare of society, what to choose? Society. Between society and country, what to choose? Country. Between country and humanity, what to choose? Of course, humanity. This is a chain of higher and higher truths. So if we can always keep humanity in our as our objective in our mind, by default we are always ethical. So let's be human. That's what is said by Vivekananda. We travel from lesser truth to higher truth. let's look at it in a different perspective or a different context. Let's look at it in life. As a child, how did we think about life and our purpose of life? When we were at the age of, let's say, 15 years, what was there in our minds as kids? Homeworks, cakes, video games, bicycle, etc. Now, what do you think about that mindset? Is it false to have them in our mind like that? No, it is natural and true to behave like that. But if we compare that truth to our present mind, it is a lesser truth. That's the point. Now as an adult, what do we have in our mind? Career, fortune, relations, etc. Now it seems great to think of these things, right? But will it be as great as now when we think of these things at the age of 70 or 80, if alive? At that age, if we really experienced what life is, then we'll have only one thing to say in our mind. We just say it doesn't matter. So here, what we need to understand is this journey of life is not from a false to truth, but from a lesser truth to a higher truth, and that journey is called maturity. Now let's read the same line once again now, and I hope you'll get it. In the previous video also I talked about the same thing with two similar examples. One is conflict between boss and subordinate, and then with the story of frog in the well. Man doesn't travel from untruth to truth, but from a lesser truth to a higher truth, said by Swami Vivekananda. Okay, that was about the saying of Vivekananda. Comment something about how you felt and let me know if I missed any logic, and thank you.